But I say unto you, love your enemies. Bless them that curse you. Do good to them that hate you. And pray for them which despitefully use you and persecute you.
Which is the first commandment of all?
Hear, O Israel, the Lord our God is one Lord. Thou shalt love the Lord thy God with all thy heart, and with all thy soul, and with all thy might, and with all thy strength. This is the first and great commandment, and the second is like unto it. Thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself. On these two commandments hang all the law and the prophets.
Master, thou hast said the truth. There is one God, and none other but He. And to love Him with all the heart, and with all the understanding, and with all the soul, and with all the strength, and to love his neighbor as himself, is more than all the whole burnt offerings and sacrifices.
Thou art not far from the kingdom of God.
Hey, hey, hey. It is 6:03 a.m. Wednesday morning for me. I've not long finished doing a live for you guys, but I thought I would do a video. I haven't done a video in a couple of weeks, so I just thought I'd do a PG Reacts one. So I was going to do the next 10 of the 48 Space Oddities, but I will do that next week or the week after. This one I'll just do a PG Reacts. What video is it I found again? Yes, about airbenders, Instagram airbenders. These people who think they can control the wind with their mind, the air with their mind, and they go about making all these gesticulations, hands, and not pretending they're moving it. So it's a bit of a satire one, and obviously some of these people really think they can do it. Some are just taking the mic, but we'll have a look at it and have a react to it, and we'll see what happens after. I might play a couple of Jim's observations as well. But I would like to have had this edited, like my last video. I mean, I like them edited, but if they go over half an hour, I can't. And this video is 21 minutes long, and I'm reacting to it. So I think there's got to be more than 9 minutes worth of reaction or whatever. So it'll go out rough. That's why I started with the intro, and then I'll end with an outro. Usually I put a bit of music and that in there, but this will go out rough as it'll be over half an hour. Anything that's that's under half an hour, I could put in the studio, Canva studio, and get it out and edited and out. You know, so let's go for this. Let's go for this. Let's have a wee looky, a wee looky. So here we go. Instagram Airbenders. I have called it the rise of the Airbenders precedes on the unveiling of the Airheads. That was quite good. That was quite good. I will get this out as a premiere. I don't know what time. I mean, Roger is probably starting right now as I speak, thinking about it. It's 6 a.m. 6 a.m. Well, 6:06 a.m. in the morning for me. And like I said, not so long ago that I've just finished the stream here. And after this, after I record this, I'm gonna have to get some sleep. I'm just gonna get it recorded, upload it, and set it for a premiere in a few hours' time or whatever. And then I will see you tonight at 8 p.m. GMT. Anyway, let's get going, and we'll react. Me, not we. React to this and see what it's saying. Let's do it, guys.
Hey, son, how's the job search go? Oh, great heavens.
Don't know. I haven't looked for a job in a long time, and I've had people tell me that I'm lazy bastard. It's like he's trying to have a poo, not move a cup. Obviously, this guy is the one going to be exposing it a little bit. This is his video reacting to him or whatever. So, yeah, some people believe in this airbending stuff, and some obviously are just taking the mic. Let's go.
Ah! Dad, I don't need a job. I already sell airbending courses.
Oh, boom!
What's good, everyone? Today we're discussing
You see that? Super. Yeah, let's see what he's got to say.
the telekinetics of Instagram. Basically, it's a bunch of people who think they can move stuff with their mind, and it's one of the funniest things I've ever seen in my life. So as always, let's
So they think they're telekinetic. But yeah, they think they can move the bloody wind, the airbenders. Wow.
start with a post to introduce me to this rabbit hole. So the guy who posted this is named Michael Grubb, and he runs a business where he teaches you how to
And you can see with the way he's moving and stuff like that, the plants don't even go in the direction he's moving. I don't know how he's believing this. I mean, he's convincing himself that he's doing it. It's crazy. I don't know. I'm looking at the screen. It's like you're there. You're not. It's not live. It's a recording. So I should be looking in the camera. Go on.
engineer reality and airbend. And by airbending, I mean pretending to control the wind and selling ludicrously expensive courses to teach you how to do this.
Wow.
So he basically sits around yapping for a whole
And
minute
look at
until he
this.
starts to feel the wind coming on, and then he just starts shoving his hands forward like he's the one doing it. But what I find hilarious is that even though he has every
Well, he probably doesn't even believe this. He believes it to a certain extent. Not the guy talking about it. Like, I'm talking about the guy actually airbending there. He's got a camera to record it, and he waits for, like he says, he waits for the wind to come, sees kind of the general direction it's blowing in, waves his hands in that direction. But when it changes, he doesn't know when it's going to change, so he lags behind. You know, this, wow. I expect people to believe this. I bet he's convincing himself. Convincing himself. Huh?
opportunity in the world to get the perfect take, the bush still barely matches his hands. He's just waving randomly and pretending he's doing stuff on purpose. Like, look at it right here, man. The intern in the bush starts to get tired of holding it up and it starts to fall. And then he does this weird, like, Jedi arm thing to act like it was on purpose. It's so obviously fake, but he acts so purposeful.
Sorry, did you see that? Oh, then I'm moving myself. What did it say there? Oh, then the trolls and unreasonable skeptics are hilarious people. I like this healthy skeptic, but I don't like the knuckleheads. What did this bit say? Hold on. Let's put it again.
What's this up at the top? Trolls and unreasonable skeptics are hilarious people. I like the healthy skeptic,
Okay,
but I don't like knucklehead. He's fake, but he acts so purpose.
Yeah. Here it is. It's what I want to see. I'm sure the intense mouth noises helps align his chakras or whatever. That does a garbage, isn't it?
It's so obviously fake, but he acts so purposeful about it. And at the end of the video, he puts this up at the top. Trolls and unreasonable skeptics are hilarious people. I like the healthy skeptic, but I don't like knuckleheads. And in the comments, Jesus the Living Son is just like, oh, absolutely beautiful work, Michael. I can't believe.
Oh, come on. Someone that's Jesus the Living Son with an S-U-N. Yeah, man, the comment sections have been nuts on all the ability-based content. Sometimes the comments don't even seem real. At some point, to not be able to see what is obviously happening is actually really sad and confusing. But good thing is the teeth is the truth. So it can't help but be seen eventually. This was absolutely beautiful work. Oh my God, come on. Jesus, the Living Son, as an S-U-N, not even a capital. Unbelievable. Jesus is the Son of God, not the Son of God.
People can't see the truth. And this guy is actually another huge name in the telekinesis gram community, and we'll get into him pretty soon. But I just find it so funny that he considers this proof. And despite Michael doing all of this, he's still the least unhinged guy in this video. And as for his actual message, I'm sorry, Michael, but this is going to be a very knuckleheaded video, because you and your avatar buddies are getting up to some absolutely diabolical stuff, such as the courses you sell for ludicrous prices. Like, buddy, I am not paying $500 to sit around with you and push around pinwheels, dude, or $1,100 for a 3-day course. He has a lot of surprisingly large group pictures from the courses he sells.
They're actually selling courses to airbend, to learn how to control the wind with your mind and gesticulations. Like a Jedi Neo-type thing. Ridiculous, man, isn't it? Crazy.
How are are there this many people paying for this, dude? And a lot of times he even posts his students and their progress.
Well,
Like
look
here's
at
Evan
this.
taking
He's
like a class
amazing.
on how to like stop and start up a pinwheel. Like, can you imagine how long it took to get this take? I'm pretty sure these guys are serious. So when it doesn't work, do they think they're just not strong
perfect
enough? Is he
stop,
sitting here just
son.
like, can't believe it's not
Perfect stop, son. Look at that. Look at that. Right on the spot. What? Oh, man. He must have ate so many spiritual calories to be able to do that one mind trick. Beautiful, son. Beautiful.
working
What
yet. I
a
need to
joke.
focus more. And one of the comments points out, yeah, these pinwheels are kind of crappy and they start and stop all the time. And of course, that gets no response. Can you imagine paying $500 to hang out with this dude, and all he teaches you is how to sit on the grass and do this?
What the hell? Oh my God, no way.
But as I said, Michael's not the only one at Evolve Ministries. Here are a couple of his other employees just begging people to send them footage of them doing stuff in order to give them legitimacy.
We at Evolve Ministry want to see your videos practicing self-mastery. Whatever it may be.
Self-mastery, guys.
Meditation.
Self-mastery, guys. Like a bit of that, eh? The old mastering yourself. Not masturbating yourself, mastering yourself. Ridiculous.
Etc. Make a video, post it to your page, and make sure to tag us at Evolve Ministry.
Please, please, please post us so we don't look like a scam. And somebody actually did, and it was this. And what's so funny about this video is that you can hear the wind blowing hard as hell in the background. Like, what is this supposed to prove? Are they trying to be like, oh, look at this wind. We totally made it. And here's one of their instructors performing masterful airbending. Like, oh, this really makes me want to buy the course. Look what happens when it works. Look at that smile, dude. He is cheesing so hard. Like, can you imagine how long he had to sit here for this to actually work? Like, hard drive companies must love these people. Like, think about how much footage they have to take. But overall, this account is obviously a scam because telekinesis isn't real. And the way I know this without a shadow of a doubt is because there are many, many rewards totaling millions of dollars to anybody who could prove they are telekinetic. So until one of
James Randi was one of them. He's dead now. But James Randi, Australian guy, used to go about debunking. He debunked Uri Geller. He used to go about offering 10 grand. Eventually went up to $1 million. Nobody ever got it.
these people goes and claims that reward, or even tries to claim it, I feel like they're intentionally scamming gullible people into giving them large amounts of money. And I just don't believe them. Speaking of things I don't believe, let's talk about the next person in the telekinesis gram rabbit hole.
So this is day one of me creating my own martial art, wind boxing. I've combined aerokinesis.
This dude is doing wind boxing. Oh, this is amazing, isn't it? Wind boxing. I've combined aerokinesis with style of boxing to create new magical airheadedness. Magical.
With the style of boxing to create a new magical revolutionary way of self-defense on this new earth. It's the evolutionary age of magic, and I will be teaching this on my Patreon along with other things.
So the guy who posted this is called Breeze the Creative. Breeze claims to be an airbender who can move objects with his mind powers, but in reality, as the name suggests, the real source of his powers
tin foil, a lot of static involved, throwing their hands in it, generating actual wind, and like a pressure gradient.
is the breeze. And sometimes
Oh,
he'll make
come
tactical
on.
sneaky cuts to make it look more real.
Yeah,
Have you
sneaky
ever
cuts,
seen a
right?
man
Look at
airbend
this.
and
Didn't even try and
push-up
hide
at
that
the same
cut.
time? I don't think you have, but hey.
Like at
Didn't even hide that cut. That was ridiculous. Watch. Didn't even hide that cut. Seen the jack.
least try to hide the cut.
Yeah,
And to be fair, some of them are somewhat
unbelievable.
well put together, but other times it's a little shoddy. Like this one, where it takes some 4 whole force palms to get any bit of movement on this tree. Like, come on, bro. If it's taking you that many, your chakras clearly aren't aligned. Here, let me show you. Bet you can't do this, Breeze. Ah! Oh, what'd I do? It's been 5
Oh, well done, mister. You did it, foul.
minutes.
Crazy.
I'm only 20, man. I can't go to jail.
Funny.
Say the line.
I was not hurt in the making of this video, and Roy Young is not legally responsible.
Oh,
Say the other line.
yeah, guys,
Please go subscribe
Okay.
to Royal.
Alright, you're free to go.
Hmm.
For now. Now, one of the funniest things about this account is that he insists that this works on literally everything, but like, he never can show it. Like, dude, look, if you can start throwing rocks at people and post that on Instagram, I will gladly eat my words. Please do not do this. I do not want to be responsible. But as of right now, I don't believe you. Because in this video, the tree is going the wrong way. Like, bro, if you're gonna...
Oh, come on. He's doing a Hadouken, Shoryuken on it. Tree doesn't even go in the right direction. They're actually fooling people with this, and I think some of them are fooling themselves. It's beyond a joke. Wow, it's so crazy.
claim to be an airbender, at least put the camera on the right side. Like, put more effort into it than this. Like, that's the bare minimum for scamming. Now, is he serious? I think so. As you'll see pretty soon, he has a really bizarre and expensive Patreon. So even if he is faking it, he's clearly trying to pass it off as real in order to get some money, and it's not just engagement bait. And also, there's a ton of people in his comments who take this stuff seriously. Like, the vast majority of the comments are memeing him to hell, but there's a really surprising amount that actually really do believe this stuff. And speaking of these comments, let's look at some.
Go back and read
They do
that.
believe this stuff.
Read that again. Read what it says. Come on. I'll play it and I'll pause it 2 seconds.
Even if he is faking it, he's clearly trying to pass it off as real in order to get some money, and it's not just engagement bait. And also, there's a ton of people in his comments who take this stuff seriously. Like,
yeah, but I mean, even if it's real, calling something that only blows tree branches the almighty force clap is insane.
the vast majority of the comments are memeing him to hell, but there's a really...
There we go, that's what I want to say. Right, Breeze the Creative. You always think all eating me up, laughing faces, saying them same sorry jokes. Chosen one, it's time to show the world your magic. Oh, come on. Jack Mars 26. How many times you got to record this for it to work? It's exactly 33 likes, by the way. And it, wow. Dead as Hiker. Okay. Your force is so strong, even the bushes behind you move in the wind. Sorry, not wind. She's taking the mic all the way through. Wow. Piss taken. It's ridiculous, isn't it, though?
surprising amount that actually really do believe this stuff. And speaking of these comments, let's look at some. This is real. When I was off some strong shrooms at a state park called Devil's Lake, I was at the top of a cliff when I saw that air itself travels like a snake through the trees.
On some shrooms, that explains it, doesn't it?
You can most definitely control the power of wind. Wind is like a long serpent being itself traveling around the world. I just love how this dude's source is shrooms. You are not making a good case for the Instagram avatar community. Like, Buddy was traveling around his state park on shrooms, and he's just like, oh, this is so real right now. I'm definitely gonna remember this when I'm sober and use it in an argument. Like, I don't even trust my memory when I'm tired. And this dude is just like, oh yeah, I know I was on shrooms, but that was so real. And it's definitely gonna influence my worldview. And you know, maybe he's right. I thought all this was fake until I read this comment. This is utilizing quantum mechanics. He's using the wave, which is how everything works. Thank you. Someone in this comment section who actually understands science at a deeper level. I'm not even joking when I say this might be the dumbest and smuggest comment I've ever read in my life. Like, how do you say this with a straight face? But you know, clearly I'm the idiot, because I just forgot about quantum mechanics and the wave, which is how everything works, by the way. Everything. The wave is how it works. But I fail to see how waving your arms at trees is utilizing quantum mechanics or the wave, which is how everything works, by the way, in case you didn't pick up on that. But on a serious note, this is one of the weirdest comments I've ever read, and it's doing that thing that directors do when they can't explain the technology in their work. They're like, how do I explain teleportation? Oh yeah, we'll just throw quantum in the front. It's quantum teleportation. Stop asking questions. Like, if this was my friend, I would never let this guy hear the end of this comment. Like, how do you sit there and think, yeah, this comment is a banger. This is gonna prove my point. Don't get me wrong though, not everyone's on board with Breeze's methods. And it's hilarious because there's other supposed avatars who disagree with what he does. The craziest part is that abilities of the sort actually exist, and anyone can tap into those abilities with enough practice. Now, I'm not saying what homie is doing is legit telekinesis, but hey, I like to keep an open mind about it. Won't catch me hating
legit. Is not such a thing as legit to get out telekinesis without demonic powers. No, it's demonic. So there's no such thing without the demons to work it.
Not him like most of you. Like, they believe this stuff exists, But they also believe he's faking.
Does exist.
Like Buddy.
Does exist, but it's demonic. It's not what you think it is. It's nothing to be dabbled with. Demonic things. Things that has Antichrist spirit. Simple as. Simple as, guys.
That is clearly an Earthbender position. It's totally real, but this guy is wrong because he's doing the wrong stance. Like, come on, dude. And this dude over here is
he's wrong, he's doing the wrong stance.
Like, he has totally sold that telekinesis is real, but his objection is that it's evil. Like, no, it couldn't be the wind or the wave, which is how everything works, by the way. Nah, it's the devil. Now, as for his #1 ally, this guy over here is his ride or die. In fact, he might even be stronger than Breeze himself. Good work, Airbender. How's your other elements coming along? Period instead of a question mark. I have advanced healing for ninjas. I'm the main avatar. I serve Jesus. I'd be honored to heal you and gift you fire bending and water bending and earth bending in my reels.
Right, you serve Jesus, but you're an airbender. No, doesn't go together at all.
Good luck, ninja. What the? But this guy isn't just a ninja. Wow. He's also a rapper.
Oh, brilliant.
A true jack of all trades, master of everything. He's even a master of fashion. Check out this hat he has.
Wow.
Where does one even buy this, bro? This is one of the worst.
Dude, he's like an anthropomorphic Kermit the Frog.
Worst articles of clothing I've ever seen. Not only is it neon green screen green, but it's a fedora. Like, who is making these? Like, is this part of a neckbeard Lloyd from Ninjago cosplay? Like, what the hell is this? But on a serious note, one of the most bizarre things about this community that I really can't find the answer to is, how does one come to these conclusions? Like, how do you come to the conclusion that you have advanced healing? Do you just, like, scrape your knee or something and see if it heals faster than someone else? Like, what? Back to Breeze, though. His powers don't end at airbending either. He's also a waterbender.
Oh, waterbender? Nice, brother. Let's see that stuff. On you go, bro. Oh, you've got some powers, dude. Oh, wow. He is amazing, man. He's amazing. Some powers there, dude. Wow. Wow. All I can say is, wow. Unbelievable garbage.
Something else kind of funny that they do is they sell wands. King Cobra reference?
Oh,
yes, I said they. He has a girlfriend who...
When it just says King Cobra right there, he's a local. But he's the out of the locals. I'll show you quickly.
Something else kind of funny that they do is they sell wands.
King Cobra reference. Yeah, he's in love with Ozzy Osbourne, as you can see his knuckles. He's one of the locals I watch now and again. At least he's not a PDF file one. You know, he's autistic. He's a drinker, but he's got a good enough heart. He's got a good enough heart.
King Cobra reference? Yes, I said they. He has a girlfriend who he refers to as his twin flame, which is a term...
Girlfriend? What? What? Sorry, man, she looks so young. Wow.
Borrowed from some other weird new age pseudo cult. Blink twice if you need help. When my homegirl starts bashing how she looks, so I whip out my Venus wand that can instantly shift her energy and remind her of her inner beauty and dissolve any insecurities. When your friend is trying to open up to you because she trusts you, so you hit her with that spell of shut the fuck up. Hey, this fit goes crazy though. I'm tired of all this wand stuff. I better see you wandering down to a modeling agency and leave all the scamming stuff behind. Speaking of scams, let's talk about the Patreon pricing. The cheapest tier is $22 a month, and it's selling, like, meditation lessons and vegan recipes, which really isn't a big deal. That's not really a scam. But the later ones definitely are. He sells stuff like airbending scrolls and magical martial arts.
Airbending, of course. Evolutionary age of magic, magical martial art. Oh, come on. And isn't it mad? There's 333.33, and it's magic spelled with CK, and evolutionary things, all things of the devil, of Satan, of the enemy, the accuser, the deceiver.
Like, dude, If you try to use magical martial arts based on the type of thing you see in this video, I don't think it's gonna work. Like, wow, I cannot wait to hit the ops with a light gust of wind. Oh yeah, and the most expensive tier is $555 a month just to like learn stuff from this guy.
wow.
But other than the telekinesis stuff, he's your typical new age spiritual guru, and he sells a lot of courses related to that. And don't get me wrong, I don't have anything against spirituality as a whole, and if it does good things for you, that's great. And it can be especially useful when it comes to like meditation and mindfulness and just like being in control of your thoughts. But it gets to a point. Tua? Hawk Tua?
Yeah.
Like, for real. If you're going to
I don't know if you guys have heard of the Hack Tour girl. It's probably another plant for another meme. But it was somebody going on, I think it was a TikTok thing or Instagram thing, I don't know, a Twitch thing. But going around, these guys interviewing drunk girls at night, you know, coming out of clubs. And I think she was planted there, like, and they were asking, like the sexual questions, like, when you, so I'll just say it, when you go down on your boyfriend, how do you do it? And she says, you gotta spit on that shit. And it was like, it became a meme. It became a meme. Sort of thing. Up to a girl. Craziness. Planted, obviously. Planted.
claim that you have spiritual powers that can affect the real world, you kind of have to prove that, or I think you're scamming.
Yes,
and
you do.
ironically, I feel like these people are the ones actually disrespecting these spiritual beliefs. I looked into a lot of the beliefs that they proclaim, such as like Kundalini awakening and chakras, and typically they're much more about like
all evil cultish things of the occult. Kundalini, opening up your chakras, demonic.
your own internal thoughts and emotions. They're not really about trying to control the outside world with superpowers. In fact, I couldn't find a single actual religion or belief that says telekinesis is real. I mean, let me know if I'm wrong, but like I couldn't find a single one. So somewhere down the line, some new age spiritual guru just
It's real, but it's not good. It's evil. It's evil. The Bible does talk about it, not specifically saying telekinesis, but anything associated with that type of stuff is witchcraft. It says it.
made something up.
Come on.
On a larger scale, though, Breeze is part of the
Of
like
their own
new
spirit.
age spirituality trend. And personally, I take issue with a lot of new age spirituality because a large portion of it is very hyper monetized and fake in America, especially. As so many new age spiritual gurus, from what I've seen, seem to just either be making stuff up or mishmashing and stealing existing ideas, putting them all into one thing, and then selling these things to people who are desperately searching for meaning. And it's so like egotistical, like they're trying to pass themselves off as some knowledgeable spiritual teacher who deserves their money. And Breeze is no
Yeah.
different. Here he is advertising booty hole yoga for clearing the root chakra, which he directly
Booty hole yoga for clearing the root chakra. On Mother Kaide. Oh, come on. What garbage are these people selling?
and shamelessly stole from the ancient monks of the Taco Bell bathroom. On a serious note, though, yes, indeed, the courses on his Patreon are just a mishmash of existing ideas. Like here he mentions Mother Kai, the ancient Sumerian god of the earth. Here he mentions chakras, which are kind of a Buddhist concept. And here he mentions aliens and how anime is galactic history. What is going on? What ideology even is this? Like, how do you come?
Oh, anime is galactic history. Come on. This is more people want to believe in multiverses and that the space, their sci-fi is their life. Crazy stuff, man.
Come to these conclusions. And if you genuinely from the bottom of your heart believe this, I don't think it's a huge deal to sell courses on it, but like there's no way he
It is
doesn't
a
know what
big
he's
deal.
doing. Like, come on.
It is a
But on
big
a
deal.
serious
You're selling courses about lies. You're deceiving people into buying courses that don't work. And if it does work, then they're being influenced by demons. So you're bringing them to the house of the devil.
note, how do you like justify to yourself charging $555 a month for something, especially as nebulous as anime is galactic history? Like in my last video, I put a link to my football fundraiser in the description, and the money didn't even go to me, and I still felt a little weird doing that. And this dude's over here just like, dude, if you drop half a band on me, I will teach you how to push tinfoil. Like, buddy, I can do that for free. In fact, I can do it on heavier objects. Not when anyone's watching, though. I can teach you, though, for sure. Just pay me a couple bucks, and if it doesn't work, that clearly means you're just not trying hard enough. Speaking of
That's
pushing
right.
tinfoil, though, this dude has a literal group of friends called the Powerhouse, who all are supposed airbenders. And they post like training
hello.
montages and tinfoil battles.
Super.
And let me just say, I'm genuinely jealous.
Look at all these talented airbenders right there. You know, while the wind's blowing the trees and stuff, it takes 4 of these to mind mess with a tree, you know. Mind melding with a tree. You know, it's just so crazy. Yeah, they must be rubbishy. They must be crappy airbenders because there needs 4 of them.
Jealous. Like, how do you have such a niche interest as airbending and find 5 people to do it with you? I don't even have one friend who plays Team Fortress
Exactly.
2 in real life. And he's able to find
Weird
a
stuff,
bunch
man.
of other telekinesis enthusiasts. Like, how is that fair? Breeze is the only one that I've seen that is like heavily monetized though. Some of the other guys sell courses or products, but they're not $555 a month. Which, you know, pocket change for a guy like me, but you know, not everyone's stacking bread, they can't afford that. Now, from what I can tell, the same as in Breeze's comment section, they seem to be completely serious. It's very possible that it's one big troll, but even if they are trolling, the fact that they're demanding money for this sort of thing is really gross to me anyway. And apparently Breeze actually has 5 paying members on his Patreon, which, like, maybe they're just there for the vegan recipes and not the Naruto history book, but who knows. Now, the second member of the powerhouse is Jesus the Living Son.
Again, do not like that name at all. So it's like face reality, went from Christianity to believing the same stuff. Jesus the Living Son, as in the heliocentric sun, as in Helios, the sun, not the Son of God. Unbelievable.
It's not Jesus, it's pronounced Jesus. And his videos are typically a little more convincing than Breeze. He seems to have a higher power level, and I'm guessing he's the leader of the...
Oh, he must be a leader because he's got a stick. You know, he'll be able to whip up these leaves in no time, guys. Suck him right up, man.
Group until someone has a higher power
Watch
level.
my man.
Like, look at this one, man. Like, I know it's just a coincidence in some of his videos. Like,
look at my man go whipping up a storm, dude. Yeah, man.
He'll see a leaf storm in the background, make like a quick cut so it doesn't look like he already noticed it, and then start moving his hands. But like, still, maybe I'm the one who's wrong here. Just like Breeze, though, he also claims that all humans secretly have latent superpowers that you can learn from his course. And from what I've seen researching this community,
a lot of people believe that garbage, but then can they display it? No, they can't. They believe they've got powers. They believe they're able to have powers. They believe they're gods. Some people in our immediate group believe they're gods. Can they display it? No. Never.
It seems that Jesus the Living Son is like the central hub of telekinetics. Like, he posts all sorts of like highlight tape from the whole community. Like this one where he's pointing his hand at the water and making waves.
Oh, he's controlling the waves. Of course, because if he hadn't pointed his hand out there wouldn't have been waves beforehand. No, it would have been perfectly still. Because all water's still, isn't it? Oh, wow. Come on, Gadget. Come on. This guy, though, has done a good job. The guy whose video it is. Young Royal, I think his name is. Or Royal Young Royal. I'll put him in the link. I'll put him in the description when I put it out.
Because that's how everything works, by the way, in case you didn't know. Like, could it be the wake from the boat? It's obviously waterbending. And I don't know if you've noticed before, but conspiracy theorists have a huge obsession with, like, healthy eating. Which, don't get me wrong, healthy eating is great. I think a lot of modern food sucks. But in the comments, they're like, oh, dude, reason why they trying to keep us distracted and adding all the chemicals to the food. As if McDonald's is preventing you from just moving the ocean or something. Like, you know why Moses part of the Red Sea? Yeah, it's because he didn't eat seed oils. And like, dude, if moving tinfoil is the extent of your powers, is that even worth training at that point? Like, yeah, dude, I spent years of my life working on my craft, and I can finally knock over a water ball.
Wow, look how super that was, man. Light bits of tinfoil, a little breeze and all that. You know, he can zap it about his hands, no problem. And that's so amazing. So amazing, man. It's crazy how much power this guy has got in his fingertips. Wow.
But only if it's in arm's reach. Like, at that point, just pick it up. Why even learn this? I have better stuff to do.
Exactly. What good is that?
It's especially funny when he says that our auric fields are weak.
What good is throwing bits of tinfoil around? What good does it do? That's just the limit of your power. Crazy.
Indoors due to the Freemason architecture preventing the flow.
Oh,
I love how close he is to getting it, but he just somehow evades logic. He's all like, walls prevent our auric flow. Could it be that our auric flow is the wind? Like, nah, obviously the Freemasons are just trying to stop us from using the wave. Which is how everything works, by the way. But like, what would non-Freemason architecture look like? Would it just be like a gazebo to let in the wind? Speaking of Freemasons, Why are these guys in like every video I've made? I feel like somehow every person I've talked about has mentioned them at some point. But for whatever reason, telekinesis gram has a huge overlap with conspiracy gram. A lot of grams today. Not as many as these people are off of though. This guy is another Instagram airbender, and for some reason his powers only work, again, on tinfoil and leaves. But for whatever
Tinfoil leaves in the dark. Oh! And with a mask on. Wow, that's amazing. So it proves he's not blowing it. Ooh. What a power you got, my son. These people, man.
reason, his powers don't work on light switches. Because
Oh,
all of his videos are
shame.
dark as hell.
Shame.
Like, bro spent his power bill on Breeze's course, and this
Oh
is all
my
he got in
goodness,
return.
bro.
And what's funny is that as he's gotten stronger,
That was
his videos
amazing.
have gradually gotten darker. Did you sell your soul to get tinfoil powers? Why are you posting this from purgatory? Is this the dark zone River Fancy was talking about? But like I was saying, a lot of the telekinetics are big into conspiracies, and generally
No such thing as static electricity, is there, guys? No, nothing is such thing as static electricity. I keep looking to the right as though you guys are there live. I'm used to going live, aren't I? There we go. Wow, unbelievable. This is just another deception from the devil, isn't it?
just have a wacky worldview. I genuinely do think this guy needs help, though, as in his most recent post, he
Definitely.
said that Borg is looking for him, and it's just a picture of the sky, and then the one right before that, he's taking a picture of his thumb, but I guess the flash was on because it's glowing super white. Well, I hope it's his thumb. I just found it so funny, though, because, like, imagine he's right, and just at random times he starts glowing, and we're the ones who are wrong. Maybe that's why his lights are always off. Actually, imagine everyone here is right, and they're all just gonna get their revenge on me one day. And you know, if I was a piece of tinfoil, I would be terrified. And under this post, he has a comment from quite an interesting guy named Real Darius. I think that's how you pronounce it. And you know, I thought this was a fake Darius. I didn't believe it at first, but no, he's the real deal. Now, Darius is similar to Jesus' living son in that he's basically a telekinesis instructor, and he posts like the highlight tapes of his clients. But before we get into his posts, I want to address one thing, and that's I think it's really gross if this guy frequents the comment section of the previous guy I just showed you. Because the previous guy obviously is struggling with mental issues, and
yeah, I think this guy's done an alright job kind of exposing them, but also making it satirish, you know what I mean? A little bit funny, which is good. That's good. I like it. I just wanted to react to it, make a video, you know? Let's get it done.
this dude is taking advantage of that by trying to trick him into something that obviously is not real. Like, oh, look at this guy going through actual
Again, I would like to have been able to edit this one, but it's over the half-hour mark, so it'll be going out raw, guys. But it's still a premiere for you to chill at, you know what I mean? Now, I don't know what time I'll do it for, maybe, I don't know, 11 a.m. GMT, something like that.
psychosis. Let's further his delusions so I look more credible, despite the fact that I'm manipulating someone that's probably struggling with mental illness. But for whatever reason, Instagram promotes a lot of people who are going through psychosis because people will engage with their content, and all the comments think it's hilarious to be like, oh, you get this man a weapon, get this man in Congress, because like, haha, funny. And if manipulating struggling people to do insane things is something that appeals to you, I think you need help as much as they do. So yeah, Darius, that's gross. I think you're being gross. But I also think you're hilarious. Let's take a look. So he has a story collection called 4 Critics, where he posts a video of someone turning on a faucet, like, extremely slowly. It takes him 6 whole stories to even get, like, any movement. Like, wow, you really show the critic.
Wow, so you actually sit there and do 6 whole videos on moving the top to the left a little bit. Wow. That's what would be the, even if it was a power, what would be the point in that power to sit there for hours on end just getting a little bit of metal to turn on the water when you could use your hand and turn it very quickly.
Man, maybe your sink just sucks and it won't stay closed. Yeah,
Really?
buddy, that's right.
Really
Your sink
bad.
is terrible. Let that sink in. Actually, no, don't let it in, because it's terrible. But again, as most telekinetics are, Darius is also really big into like new age style spirituality. And he also sells courses on something called telekinesisunion.com.
Wow, don't go
and
there.
He teaches you techniques such as
Don't go
the
there.
mind bomb and pyrokinesis. Oh yeah, one more thing I really dislike about new age spirituality, and I'll probably make a whole video about it eventually, because it is everywhere on Instagram, is their like obsession with non-traditional medicine. Like this person says you can heal ovarian cysts by healing all traumas from this life, past life.
Yes. Yeah, of course. Before spiritual awakening, after spiritual awakening. I have cyst on my ovaries. How to stop it from growing more? I don't accept my femininity. My sacral chakra is blocked. I need to heal all traumas from this life, past lives, and my ancestors that caused these blocks. Wow.
lives and of your ancestors. Could you get surgery? Nah, you gotta heal your past life traumas.
Yeah,
And what's so convenient
it's
about
surgery
that
on your
is they get to
ancestors.
get paid without actually having any sort of medical expertise or any knowledge they can actually pass down, but they can pretend they do. Like, yeah, dude, I'm sure your thyroid is blocked because you are having troubles with self-expression. Yeah, pay me some money, go outside and start screaming, and it'll
Right.
definitely go away. And honestly, you get the deal by now. There's really not much to say about these people. This video is nowhere near an exhaustive list of all
Deplorable.
these accounts. And it's honestly hilarious to
Deplorable.
me just how many there are out there, and that I couldn't even fit into here. And I wouldn't really have an issue with it. I'm like, it's a little
Well, deplorable. Just more deception, more lies.
goofy to me, but I wouldn't have an issue with it if it wasn't so predatorily monetized.
But it's not just satire, they're monetizing it, yeah. Selling courses on it. Yeah. Craziness.
But hey, if y'all are watching this, go ahead and prove me wrong. Like, if you go collect that reward money, I will eat my words. I will write it down on paper, I will blend it in a smoothie, and I will drink that. But it's not gonna happen. And until then, I consider it to be either delusional or a scam. Alright, y'all, that's all I got. Like and subscribe, or Breeze is gonna hit you with that dollar store aerokinesis. Later. Oh my gosh, is he waving? That's how everything works!
There it is. There it is, guys. There it is. Yeah, it was not too bad, but it was a little laugh, I suppose. Blooming Airheads. Airbenders or Airheads, I think. Anyway, I'll do a couple of Jim's observations before I play out with Mr. Super Saiyan in the song. Why not? I've gone over the half hour, it's 41 minutes, so it's not going to get edited anyway, so I'll just put it out a roll. So let's say I do a couple of Jim Innes's observations. I have a few in here. Let's grab them over. Oh no, leave them there. Leave them there, and I will present it. Share screeno, Jim Inneso, and Shiro. I say, here we go. Where did we get out there? So I'll do this for. So there we go. Starting with this one. Let's do it. Down, 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 down. Likey. Down, 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 down. Chuk, 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 chuk. Chill music. Jim knows how to pick the chill music, I'm telling you. No, this one, Jimmy Boy. Rinky dinky ticky ticky doo. Nice. Wow, look at that. Super. Nice. Like that. Like that. Right. Next one would be this one. Only 19 seconds. Click in there. Quick like. Come on. Boom. Come on. Oh, sorry, did that. Bam, 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 bam. Yeah, man. Got one more. That one, 27-second one. Have a dicky. Likey. Dicky biggie. Nice though. Stay very chill, man. Thanks to Mr. Heinous, Jim Heinous. I should be asleep by now, guys. Should be asleep. Oh well. Oh well. Oh well. I'm getting there. One more. Last one. You have to put some more up for me, Jimmy boy. Final one. 25 seconds. A moony one. Let's do it. Like it. There we go. Final one. 45-minute video. Clap the house. Clap the house. Ding-a-ling-ding. Dick-a-ding. There we go. Sorted. Sorted. Nice. Brilliant. So, nice one, Jim. Pleasure using your stuff again. Yeah, so like I say, yeah, we'll finish with Mr. Super Sidewinder song. Let's see which one I shall do. Let's see which one I shall do. Let's see which one. Let's see which one. That'll do. Oh, but right. Oh, actually, Rambling Man. Lucky, Mr. Lucky Haskins and Mr. Super Sidewinder. And it's weird because I get called the Rambling Man the other night.
I could settle down and be doing just fine until I see the old train rolling down that line. Then I hurry straight home and back. If I didn't go, you know I'd blow my stack. Well, I love you, babe, but you gotta understand that when the Lord made me, He made a rambling man. Now some folks might say that I'm no good, that I wouldn't settle down even if I could. Well, I love you, babe, but you gotta understand that when the Lord made me, He made a rambling man. I love to see the towns passing by and to ride these rails beneath God's blue sky. I love to see the mountains to the sea. That's the life I believe He meant for me. So when I'm gone and by my grave you stand, just say God's called home His rambling man.
Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. So there you go. There's a 49-minute video to put out as a premiere in a few hours. So I'll get on that, guys. I'll get on that, and then I'll be on later at 8 p.m. GMT instead of flats. I think we got a good video to go through. Obviously, not any flat earth there by a guy called Mooncake. I didn't know about how flats does, but I'll come across the video and see what it says. You know, so yeah, let's do that then. Let's do that. That's it. That's it. Hopefully you guys see this at the premiere, come to the premiere and that. But I'll end it there. Bless you guys. He who the sun sets free is free indeed.